First at 5, more pro-Palestine encampments popping up at colleges in the United States as clashes erupted in California and New York. Good evening. I'm Scott Thuman.
And I'm Michelle Marsh. This is video from the University of Wisconsin-Madison and the University of Texas at Dallas.
Now, so far, these protests have remained peaceful, but there are police officers in place in case anything happens. More than 1,000 people have been arrested over just the last 2 weeks on campuses across the U.S., including here in Virginia.
And today marks 1 week now since the demonstrations began at George Washington University. And now Republicans on Capitol Hill are calling on the district to do more.
7 News' Rebecca Turco is joining us live with the very latest on that. And Rebecca, what's the mayor's response to this?
Well, the mayor's response, she certainly says she's looking into how House Republicans are requesting that she's to testify at a committee hearing next week. She says she's going to look into that and that the city will definitely have a response to that. In the meanwhile, as you mentioned, this is the 7th day here that this encampment has been surrounded by protesters, and the GOP reps actually toured part of this area here today before their press conference, which was repeatedly interrupted by protesters, including shouts of hands off DC. And now those GOP reps are calling on the mayor and the police chief to testify at a House Oversight Committee hearing next week on their response to these protests. Now, all of this comes after 2 Republican committee chairs wrote the mayor and chief yesterday denouncing them for not removing protesters when the university requested police help doing so last Thursday. Now, a law enforcement source with DC police tells me police felt the best course of action forward here was continuing to monitor these protests, which had been peaceful then and continue to be, even when protesters dismantled the barriers blocking off this private campus overnight on Monday, allowing more people and tents to come in. There's more than 100 tents here in the area now, and today the mayor said she is reviewing the committee's request to testify, and she had this to say about the letter calling out the district's response.
I thought it was interesting. And now the members have universities in their own districts, especially the member from North Carolina. And I was watching a lot of activity in North Carolina. It would seem that her energy would be best placed there.
And coming up in the next hour, we're going to hear from House Republicans why they say they have every right to step in here. For now, reporting live from GW, I'm Rebecca Turco, 7 News.